Why me?
Is it important for people to have opportunities to create? I don't think it's important. I think it's essential. People have to. Creativity is something that I have come to understand. It's something that you exercise. It's not just something that comes out of nowhere. You can come with a talent for something, but you have to really nurture that. But that's a way of using creativity to see, okay, what am I really good at? So you have to be creative to solve problems. And that's just an example of how you can do that in music.
The Levanta Institute for Music and Creativity is a community program offered through Albuquerque Academy that is a music and arts conservatory. We are trying to offer classes and artistic and creative opportunities to people that might not otherwise be reached, but we wanted to create a program where people could come onto campus, use our amazing facilities, study music and art and create, and we wanted that to be accessible to adults and kids who are younger than the kids that normally come to school here. We completed our inaugural year for the Levanta Institute with a very special guest coming in town, Sergio and Clarice Assad. And they gave a performance, and they were here at our school for several days, teaching and working with our students and coaching them. They worked with some of our choral students, our guitarists, and then a certain percentage of our students performed with Clarice Assad the night of the concert.
I think music is such a great companion in general. I would rather say the guitar is a fantastic companion because it's a portable instrument that can harmonize. And that's the ideal instrument to accompany songs and stuff.
If someone participates in any of our offerings at Levanta, I always hope that we can achieve a way in which the participants' creativity is tapped into. So I hope that the performers that we bring elicit from the audience members, for example, an opportunity to express themselves, which I knew Clarice Assad would do, for example, and that's why she was big on my list to invite in this first year.
I think creativity exists everywhere. Creativity exists in finance, in science, in medicine. You know, you have to be creative to invent something, come up with a way of making an engine that's going to work better for the environment. All these things come from creativity, so it's everywhere.
Clarice has a special style of teaching that she does. It's called Voxploration, and that has to do with exploring ways that we can make musical sound with our voices that are different than just conventional singing. She brought this to our choral students here at Academy and engaged them in these real free-flowing exercises where the kids were making sounds that they're not accustomed to making with their voices. And so within a very short span of time, the kids were creating on all kinds of different levels.
Okay, so let's play with this sound bank over here, right? Boom. Boom. Again.
Sergio Assad, her father, is a world-renowned guitarist, and that's really where his sweet spot is and what he's great at. And so when Sergio worked with the guitar class, he started to hone in on asking the kids to create something in real time that they hadn't done before. So there they were, sitting there with this Grammy-winning musician, composing, in effect, with him in real time. And they're hearing from someone who is worked with the greatest musicians in the world for 50 years. So he actually happen to have had a long and lengthy experience and connection to many of our alum from Albuquerque Academy. He and I had formed a connection and a friendship over the years. Alum from all the way back from the early 2000s had gone on and studied with Sergio at the collegiate and conservatory level. And he's worked with so many of our students that he kind of feels like Albuquerque Academy is a little second home to him.
I have a connection with the Academy here indirectly because I was professor in San Francisco Conservatory. At least 4 or 5 studied with me there. And I used to say that the professor over there, Mickey Jones, made my life very easy because the students would come there ready. So that was a great thing to have this connection, and I'm so happy to be back, and this time with my daughter.
Both Clarice Assad and Sergio Assad are highly accomplished composers. One of our music ensembles had prepared one of the pieces that Clarice Assad has written. What was really interesting was that they got to hear direct from the composer how the piece was sounding and what she liked and what she wanted to refashion.
Any musician should try, because by trying to compose, you teach yourself how to understand music better.
When you sit there and you make music with other people and you laugh and you learn and it's very bonding, you know, it's a very moving thing for members of our community to go through, to create together and to enjoy some of their time together that's outside of their work and outside of the typical pressures that people feel.
I think this place is really magical. My few days of being here have been incredible, and just watching the level of engagement of the students and the level of competence and love that the teachers, the professors all have, even administration, everyone seems really completely enamored with the work that they do. And you just feel that energy when you're coming from the outside. You feel like, oh wow, what a great community. Can I be part of it? I think that's how my dad and I can speak for himself, have felt like from the moment we arrived until now. So we're grateful to be here.